let's do with the last concept of HRM today, which is scope of HRM. Now, HRM, the human resource management function starts with the entry of a person in the job, and till he exits or leaves the job, there is a wide scope of human resource management. Firstly, let us do one by one. The first one is human resource planning. Now, what is, as the very word says, human resource planning? It is a process by which the organization identifies the number of jobs which are vacant and how do I fill those jobs. Might be I have the current employees with the help of whom I could be able to fill in these gaps, or what is the requirement of the job and how is it that I'm going to fulfill these vacancies. So it is a process of systematic forecasting the human resource requirement in an organization and determining how can this be utilized, the existing human resource in the capacity, how can the existing capacity can be utilized to fulfill these vacancies. Clear? Human resource planning, finding out how it is a vacancy and how do I fill them. Next is job analysis. It refers to the process of identifying and determining the duties, responsibilities and specifications of a given job. Once I identify that there is a vacancy in a job, it is essential for me to know what are the duties and responsibilities, the specifications, what is the requirement of the given job. Now, this helps me to establish what is the level of experience, the qualification, skills and knowledge that is needed for me to get that vacancy fulfilled. Clear? So, job HR planning, I try to find out what is the vacancy. Job analysis, I try to understand what are the specifications of a given job so that the duties and responsibilities I can search out for the duties and responsibilities as per the requirements. Then I start with the process of recruitment. Recruitment is attracting the employees, preparing advertisements on the basis of the information that is collected from job analysis and publishing it through the various resources so that people attracted towards the job or people are attracted towards the job and they apply for it. Selection is once I receive the applications, through the applications as per my requirement, I select the best candidate among the other candidates. Clear with the first four? Human resource planning, job analysis, recruitment and selection. Once I know the vacancy, I give the specifications, I know the duties, responsibilities, qualifications needed for that. I give an advertisement or whatever the source of different recruitments are. Through that, I attract people or employees to apply to me, and out of these applications that I receive, I select the best candidate who is suited for this organization. Then he is inducted and orientation is given to him. For first time, whoever comes to the organization, we make them familiar with the place, with the employees, with the work environment, etc. So, we will do with the orientation and the induction program as well. Once I select the employee, I provide him, it includes training and development of the employees as well. It includes on the job and off the job training as per the requirement or the jobs that I have. I provide training to the employee so that the skills and abilities of the employees are used to the maximum. Next, performance appraisal. It is a systematic evaluation of an individual's performance on the job. Generally, such evaluation is done with respect to certain predetermined standards in relation to the job knowledge, quality and quantity of output, cooperation, etc. So, once I find that there is a vacancy. Once I fill in the gap or the job requirement, fill in the gap which is there, I give him a placement, I give him training and development. At the end of year, I do a performance appraisal to check how is the performance of an individual. Now, why do I need to do a performance appraisal? To find out how this employee is there, and I can give him further either a promotion or a transfer, or if he is lacking behind, I give him further training accordingly. It also helps me in an increment of any or salary hike if it has to be given. Performance appraisal is an important tool. Can we move to the next one? Yes, job evaluation. It is a process of analyzing and assessing the various jobs systematically. Not only this job, not only the individual's job, but the various jobs in the organization systematically, in order to ascertain their relative worth in the organization. Performance appraisal is of an individual. Job evaluation is finding the worth of a job in an organization. For example, job of a clerk or a manager. Job evaluation helps me in determining the salary in different levels based on the level of job that they are doing it. The salary of a clerk would be determined accordingly, and the salary of a manager according to this work it would be determined. Clear what is job evaluation? I'll repeat. It is a process of analyzing and assessing the various jobs systematically. It not only one job but various jobs in an organization, which includes from the clerk till a manager. Next is remuneration. Every individual is considered to be an individual as an employee who is in a management position at a highest level. So, the function decides the amount to be, the manager decides the amount to be paid as salary, bonus, commission and long-term incentives, etc. to its executive. Now, once an employee enters, there is a fixed salary or wages which is decided. After his performance appraisal, based on his performance, there might be a revision in the salary, bonus, commission, incentives, etc., which an employee might be entitled to. Motivation. Performance depends upon ability and motivation. The employers need that their employees to be motivated not only through monetary benefits but also through non-monetary benefits. We would be doing each one of these scope in detail. So, motivation, there are two types in which an employee can be motivated, both in terms of monetary and non-monetary. Monetary in terms of money, non-monetary might be a holiday or might be some welfare measures which can, insurance, etc., which can be given from the organization to an employee. Clear till here? Next, we move to welfare of the employee or the employee welfare. It's very essential that since I have a long-term employee who is working with me, there is also certain welfare aspect on which I need to concentrate. It deals with working conditions, the amenities which are provided such as canteen, crèches, rest and lunch rooms, housing, transport, medical assistance, education, health and safety facilities which are provided to an employee. So, these are all apart from the salary that he gets. These are the other welfare aspects that is given by most of the organizations. And maintaining personal records. It includes collecting of data of employees or the biodata of the employees, maintaining the payment records each year, the year he has joined, what was his salary, every month how is he withdrawing, is there a fluctuation, maintaining payment records, how if in case has there been any payment that the organization has given, maintaining those records, performance records of each of the employees. So, each employee there should be having a personal record which is maintained by the HR department. And lastly, it is maintaining human and industrial relations. It includes collective bargaining, trade unions. If there is any dispute, how do I settle them? I do have a grievance redressal. If in case of grievance, what is the next level that I approach to? So all these are the scope of HRM, which we would be doing in detail, each one as a chapter in HRM. Is that clear? Before we end, just we'll go through the scope of HRM once again. It starts with the entry of a person till he exits. So firstly, it would be finding out the vacancy. So it is human resource planning, job analysis, recruitment, selection, training and development, performance appraisal, job evaluation, remuneration, motivation, employee welfare, maintaining personal records, and lastly, maintaining human and industrial relations. Clear? Now with this, we would stop with today's session. Hope you had a good one. Please save this. Thank you.